Good morning and happy Friday. I have something absolutely amazing to show you. I got an early birthday present. My birthday is not till Sunday, but Bill could not wait for me to have these so I could use them in the SAS bikini race tomorrow, so he went ahead and gave them to me. When I saw the box, it wasn't even wrapped. It said Marathon, and funny me, I didn't even know what Marathon was or what they make. Apparently they make all sorts of really cool stuff, and this is the most awesome set of binoculars you've ever seen. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So in the package you get binoculars with the case on them. Has a padded strap, which is really nice because a lot of them don't have a padded strap. You also get a set of instructions, which I saved in a little plastic bag because it has some important information on it on how to figure out the distance of things away from you. It also came with a nice padded case, and this is pretty sturdy. A cleaning cloth. These actually are really good. You should use them. Alright, so introduction to the binoculars. I actually looked into the brochure that came with the binoculars to make sure that I fully understood every function of these binoculars. First of all, they have an eyepiece that comes off, which is great. The only thing is that it can get lost, so I'm going to take one of those little tethers that comes like with the flash drive, and I'm going to put it on these so that when you drop them, they don't actually drop off. The next thing that's absolutely wonderful is these caps, when they come off, they are still attached to the binoculars, so that's wonderful, wonderful. They adjust like this. They're also eye caps, so if you wear glasses, you can set these to a halfway mark or all the way down. Also, each eye has individual focus. This makes it really nice. And then here are some of the really neat features. These are designed to actually give you your bearing to an object, so as you're looking through, down here at the bottom in the left eye, I can see my bearing is exactly 90 degrees due east. If it's too dark out and you can't see the numbers, there's a little button on top that you press, and when you press this button, the bearing turns red and you can actually see it. It's backlit. You also have a little measure right here, so once you figure out exactly how your eyes are set, you can record that number and just know to always put your glasses back to that spot. On top, this part, at first I thought it was some sort of a button. This lets light in so that you can read the direction that you are pointing it, and these are just some stickers that are showing you water and compass. There's a battery spot right here. The instructions do recommend that if you're not using them a lot, to remove the battery. This button turns the red light on, and the red light is red because that keeps from blinding you at night. It keeps from destroying your night vision. Another interesting thing that is absolutely fantastic is this little cap comes off, and there is a tripod mount right here. See that. And what I have for a tripod mount is something that actually came from Vortex. We had a set of Vortex binoculars for me that we thought was going to be tripod mount, and they weren't. So this is a really nifty, super nifty device. Just a little screw. Okay, so this stalk goes right here. Like I said, the Vortex piece did not come with the binoculars, but what it does is it enables us to use these binoculars with a scope. Here is the little end cap, and then on this end it's threaded. This threads down onto a tripod, and then you just drop it onto your tripod like that. So you actually have a tripod mount. I didn't tighten it up, so it's a little bit loose. But this allows you to use these not only for marine applications, but also when you're shooting. Now, the next part that's so wonderful about them, it's going to be very hard to show you without just showing you the diagram. This diagram is using the reticle for determining the distance, and what it looks like inside the binoculars is a line that goes across with hash marks on it and a line that goes up and down with hash marks on it. And what you do is you take those hash marks and you can figure out the height of an object that's further away from you. They give you an example of some type of a tower that's 60 meters away. You are 2,000 meters away, and the way you figure it out is you take the height, the 60 meters, and the way you figure that out is you already know the object that you're looking at, you know the height of the object you're looking at. You divide that by a factor of 6 times 5. The way they got the 6 was it's 6 hash marks up, and the 5 is just a factor. I'm not quite sure. I need to look a little bit more about that. I believe it's called KAMAL or something of that nature. At first I thought it was a factor of 5, that your eye is 5 feet off the ground, but because this is all in meters, that wouldn't work out. So I need to research a little bit more about what that 5 factor is. So you take the distance of the object divided by how many marks there are times 5, and then you multiply that by 1,000, and that gives you how many meters away it is. So one of the crew members and I took about an hour, and we were anchored, and we actually sighted off of some known objects, a lighthouse and a cross, and we worked the math over and over and over and over, and we finally figured out a few things. One is that we've absolutely got to know what this 5 is, because without knowing what that 5 is, we're not sure if that's a height of eye correction or what that is. The other is that you must transmit everything into meters. So I was using vert to calculate back and forth. It's really easy. You can go back and forth from feet to meters. So if you have something like a lighthouse that's 170 feet tall, you've got to convert that to the 63 or so meters. If you've got a, say in St. Augustine, there's the cross that's 208 feet tall, you've got to convert that to however many meters it is. It might be 60, I forget which one's which. Height of eye correction, I'm not quite sure about, but the height of the object correction, it seems like we needed to take the height of the object without it on its base, and we came out pretty close with our math. If you want to see the funny part, which was our computations, this is where, it's not going to show up so great. This is where we went through all of our trial and error and realized that we had to switch everything into meters or it wouldn't work at all. We thought a lot about the angle. We tried to figure out whether the number was going to come out too large or too small, if we had ourselves as too high or too short, if we had the item we were looking at as too high or too short. It was an hour full solid of math, but in the end we got between 0.2 of a mile, which is pretty good. Anything within 10 miles is pretty good to figure something out, because that's the distance that you can see. That's kind of the rule that you use. If you can't figure something out but with a 9-mile error, then you really are totally lost, because you can, even from sea level, you can see about 9 miles and you can see something on the horizon and figure out whether you're close to land or not. So that is my new Marathon binoculars. They were just an absolute fantastic, surprising early birthday present. These are 7x50 long eye relief, back dash 4 prisms, 116 meters or 1,000 meters, 348 feet or 1,000 yards. They are good for quite a long distance. Absolutely perfect on the water. I can see the other shore. I can see the dock. Super clear. And they also have the gas inside, kind of like the buroscopes have, where if you are in colder weather and then warmer weather, like say if you came out of air conditioning, which is not likely to happen, but if you came out of air conditioning straight into warm, then these aren't going to fog up. So just wanted to introduce you to my new Marathon. Let's see if I can see you. My new Marathon binoculars. I have to say that the fingertip ability to change your view is absolutely fantastic. You can actually change your focus for the right eye and the left eye separately, which is good if people have slightly different eyes. All in all, they're just absolutely wonderful. So thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful. I'll leave a link to the Vortex Uni adapter below, and I'll leave a link to the Marathon Clear View binoculars below. Can't wait to use them this weekend in the St. Augustine Sailing Sisters Bikini Race. You'll see us out there. We're going to be on Rendezvous with Destiny. I'll have my binoculars. I'll be wearing my Stream to See sunscreen, of course, and we hope to win the race. If we don't win the race, we're going to win the party. If you'd like to donate to our boat for the SAS Bikini Race, we're racing on Rendezvous with Destiny. Our benefactor this year is the Betty Griffin House of St. Johns County, and they assist victims of domestic violence. I'll leave a link below. Feel free to donate. It's much appreciated. Worthy cause. And I will have to say, when it comes to birthday presents and Christmas presents and anniversary presents, things of that nature, Bill always figures out something absolutely incredibly unique, different, and perfectly suited to my lifestyle. Thank you, Bill. I love these. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this useful. See you in the next one. Bye.